Shalom everyone, Joshua here, and welcome to another automotive repair mission for Yeshua. Scope this out. So my neighbor's brakes have got the squeaky squeakies. Oh, and look, there's a distractor kitty, the most useless tool in the toolbox. But, so in this case, her paw did the job, and as you can see, no lubrication was used in here, which means caliper slide pins were not lubricated either. I am going to go ahead and get all of that taken care of. I'll have this disassembled, but I'm also going to ensure that the squealer tabs are in the right place and none of the hardware kit is grinding across the rotor. So that is my mission, and I'll show y'all anything I find. First, it is time to whack-a-mole that off there, because these are super simple brakes to do. You just pop one 14 mil or 9/16 bolt out of there, and then you do the flippy. Oh, this isn't the cool flippies. Oh man, do you hear that nonsensical nonsense? Yeah, unfortunately it's not the flippy. Did I have that going the wrong way? I did. Boop. Alright. Boom. So I'll pop that out too, peeps. See, that nut's trying to turn on me as well. Doing this all with the one-handedness. So let's see what is going on up in here, peeps. Wow, we got some noises. And no, I did not squish the caliper down, or the caliper piston in. So do that real quick. Little flathead screwdriver. Slide in there a little bit. Find something to mash on that piston a little bit there. And lickety splickety. Oh, wow. Check out that heaping pile of garbage. I think I found your squeakies. Do you see that? Look at that. Right there. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. What is really going on here? So, this is what has happened, peeps. This whole pad is like chunked out bad. That's what's causing this squealing, but why? Why is the pad all chunked out like that? I've never seen a brake pad do that before. Well, we now know why there is squeakies going on, peeps. So, I am going to have to talk to the owner about this, and this might be a warranty claim or something. I really don't know, because this is super bizarre. You know, it almost looks like it was manufactured like this. What does this inside one look like? This is super weird, y'all. I have definitely never encountered pads like this. Okay, yeah, they're definitely made like that. That is without question. So, but here's the problem. This is what's causing it. This all chipped off. Look at that. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to take a file, or probably just take my, yeah, I'll probably just take a grind wheel or something. Smooth this and taper it off on both sides. Of course, this is the inside pad. It has the squealer tab. Unfortunately, I don't have to lift the other side because it will be going down. Yay! Yay! Woohoo! That's a win right there. But alright, so yeah, totally bizarre how this happened. I have no idea. New one on me, y'all. But like I said, I'll take a grind wheel and give it a good tapering so that it at least has a smooth leading edge. That should definitely alleviate the squalling noise this thing's getting. And like I said, while I'm in here, I'll go ahead and add the lubrication here. I will take a wire wheel and clean this hardware up, and then lubricate these slide pins as well. So there you go. That's what I've got going on, and that is definitely the squeaky squeakies. So now I'll have to check the other side to see if probably the same thing has occurred. All right, I'll update y'all directly. So, the question is, peeps, can you salvage brake hardware? Absolutely. Just get you a wire wheel. Now, in this case, of course, I got the fancy one here. All you want to do Get all up in the grooves, clean this all up where the contact points are, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to clean the whole unit. Just make sure you get in the areas where the pad contacts the hardware, right? And I'll take a wire brush and end up cleaning up a little bit better down in there. So there you go. Yes, you can salvage hardware. Just make sure you clean it appropriately. Unfortunately, it's something a lot of people don't do. They'll just slap it right back on there, and then they wonder why their brakes are complete garbage. So, pro tip right there. All right, I'm gonna finish wire brushing that out, and I'll be out of here. Still needs a little bit more, but I need to use two hands. I just want to give y'all a brief idea as to what that looks like. So it'll come on a little bit better. At least give a little bit better leading edge, so that way it shouldn't get so squally. And we'll just have to keep our eyes on it. I don't know. I haven't ever seen these CarQuest beds with this particular style before. And from what I'm seeing off the bat, not even impressed at all. But I'll keep y'all posted on how this turns out. I'm gonna get back to it. Like I said, get everything lubricated up, get this pad situated in the correct spot, squealer tab down, inside, boom, there. All right, catch y'all directly. So since I've already encountered these leading edges of the pad being all crumbled up and broken up on this pad, I am gonna go ahead and do the same thing and bevel this edge real quick, give it a nice little taper on either side. And just as a pro tip, so if you do get a set of pads that get real squally and they have block edges and they're not tapered, taper your edge down. All right, just take a file. It's not hard. Apply a little pressure and taper this down. Hold on just a moment, D. But taper these edges down, and this will give you a better leading edge as it crosses the surface of the rotor there, and that could help alleviate squalls in the future. So there you go. Now I'm gonna go help my little buddy Dalton and see what he's got going on. Check y'all shortly. And there's a quick look. So all you have to do, take a file, taper those edges down a little bit, and that'll provide a better mating surface on there. So as it goes around, it shouldn't get squeaky, peeps. All right, lubrication time. Keep it rocking and rolling. Well, time to check out this side and see if it's got the same problem. Oops. And what do we find? This one, not so bad like the other side. Still going to give it a little filing here and here. Got the brake pad on the correct side though. squealer tab, inside, down. So good to go there. Yeah, I'll give it a little file here. It was definitely the other side that was the worst. So, pretty simple. Boom. Give it a little bit of that. Doesn't take too long to do this. So remember, kiddos, if you have brakes that are squalling, they have a nice flat edge like that, give them a little bevel. Pro tip. Bam. Just like that. Now, time for the goods. Bam. Always, peeps. Always. I'll do the inside one first. Boom. 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 A little bit down there. Yeah. Just like that. Ooh, party foul. Guess what? Got to pause for station identification. I got to go clean these up. I shall return. All right, got the hardware cleaned up, peeps. Let's get this old bugger back together here. Pop these in. As such, brake pad already lubricated. Situated, boom. Get the goods. See, bow bow. Boop, boop, boop. So I'm talking about, peeps. You're gonna do it correctly. Silly nonsense. Oh, I see something real cute. Isn't that nifty? It appears that hardware likes to slide all kind of funky. Sure enough did. I gotta check this top side now. So not only was that brake pad breaking up, but it's quite possible the hardware could have been shifted one way or another, causing it to catch the rotor. Ha ha ha. Because that right there, dead giveaway. So, let's make sure this top one has the proper clearance. And let's make sure that inside pad is seated. Alright, I'll show you all that real quick. So what transpired was this portion of the hardware kit slid up to the point where it was nearly running up against this rotor. So that could have all been a problem. So those are some of those details you got to pay attention to. All right, where am I at? I like the way this inside pad is not seating. I don't know. Weird. Don't get it. Done. Okay, peeps, what did we learn on today's mission? Okay, number one, sometimes the pads can be garbage and they break up a little bit or break apart a little bit, as you saw from the right front of the vehicle. And in other cases, it could possibly be this hardware kit is shifted to the left or right, you know, depending on inside or outside, and it's actually scraping up against the rotor. So those are going to be two causes of brake squeak right there. And there's other things that could be involved, such as, say you do a pad slap on your vehicle and just replace the pads. A lot of times you're going to have these little rust ridges from the previous set of brake pads, and when you put a new set on there, there could be a little bit larger. The manufacturing is slightly different, causing them to scrape across that, and for the most part, it's generally going to be okay, and eventually that rust line will go away, and the brakes will seat into them. The brake pads will seat into the rotor, and the squeak will go away. That generally happens, like I said, when you do a pad slap. But otherwise, look out for your hardware, and just potentially the surface, the leading edges of the brake pads can also be a problem. And so, pro tip, taper those edges every time. All right, that's all I've got for you. Y'all know how to put the rest of the car back together, so I'm gonna get this one put back together, and I'll keep y'all updated if I hear anything else. All right, go love thy neighbors. I'm out of here. Shalom.